Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and since June of 2022, I've been using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. And before I get into this week's update, I just want to remind you about my disclosure that I'm not a healthcare professional and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinion about using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Also, I have no relationship with the drug manufacturer Eli Lilly, and I have no relationship with any pharmacies that are selling or dispensing Mounjaro. Alright, so this is week 85 of Mounjaro. I started on Friday, but before I give you this week's update, I just want to give you an overview about what Mounjaro has, how Mounjaro has helped improve my health and helped me reach a healthier life, so to say. So I have lost over 60 pounds on Mounjaro. I have lowered my A1C. I started off at 8.2. Last check, it was 5.6. I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that has since been reversed. I used to be on high blood pressure medication because I had high blood pressure, but I no longer have high blood pressure, so I'm no longer on that medication. And then this week's topic, cholesterol. My cholesterol numbers look pretty good. So let's get into this week's topic. My dog is making himself comfortable. I'm not sure if he's going to make an appearance this week. But anyway, so I started week 85 on Mounjaro, and I'm just referencing my computer here. And week 25 at the 7.5 milligram dose. And I'm going to take a little sidebar here because I've been reading a lot of stories about certain celebrity fitness trainer saying how medications like Mounjaro, Ozempic, Wegovy, how they aren't sustainable for people. And in an interview, I saw this celebrity trainer, fitness trainer, talk to a talk show host saying that people can't be on these medications for more than 60 weeks because that's what the trials were. Well, I just started week 85 and I'm still going strong on Mounjaro. So I'm not sure where she's getting her information. But anyway, weight, I did gain a pound this week, so I'm up to 135 pounds. I'm not mad about it. Still means I've lost over 60 pounds since being on Mounjaro. Started out at 197 pounds. I'm also 5.4. And I don't talk about this much, but I'm in menopause, or maybe I'm done with, I don't know when you end it or whatever, but I'm a menopause woman. I'm age 53, going to be 54 this year, so that's my weight. Exercise, I've done a lot of walking this past week, twice a day with my dog, and just overall exercise. Yesterday I did work, so there was a lot of walking involved with that as well. After I get done with this video, before I turn on the big game, well, I'm going to go walk my dog first, but then I'm going to get some Pilates in and some other exercise that I'm hoping to do before I do this fun event in June. I'll leave you another tip by telling you what exercise I'm going to be doing. I did tell you I'm going to be working on my core, but I'm also going to be hopping in a pool and swimming in order to prepare for this June activity. Does that give you a clue? I'm going to give you some other clues over the next couple of weeks because I'm going to be doing some other activities getting ready for it. Not necessarily physical activities, but just some fun activities. Anyway, so that's my exercise. Eating, I've been mindful. I had lunch with a friend today, and she baked me, my gosh, she baked me all, well, not just me, but she gave me home-baked cookies that she made for Valentine's Day. She's been giving them out to folks, and she knows I'm diabetic, and she doesn't eat sugar, so she knows just to give me small portions. So I had that. Also today, Tuesday is Fat Tuesday, and Wednesday is Ash Wednesday, so Fat Tuesday, excuse me, I was talking a lot yesterday, so I kind of strained my voice. I got my punchki donuts, and, well, they're not really donuts, I guess they are donuts. Punchki, they are Polish, and I do have a video. I'll link that video. Yeah, as a diabetic, I should not be eating several of these a day, but I did pick up 2. I haven't even had them yet. I haven't had a desire to get them, but I wanted to have them for Tuesday because the shop that makes them, they're going to be closed tomorrow, and then Tuesday they just sell thousands of these punchkis, and I got prune flavored, which is the traditional one, and then key lime, which obviously that's a Florida twist. Plus, by the time I got to the bakery today, there weren't many choices left, but I'm going to enjoy those eventually throughout the week. They also make one with vodka. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one of those, but I didn't pick one up today because they didn't have any. But anyway, so food, other than I had meeting up with a friend today for lunch, I've been mindful. I've been eating my oatmeal every day for lunch, which really satisfies me. And I am going to have a little bit of pizza tonight to watch the big game, and I might break out some spring rolls that I got as well. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm really not feeling very hungry. And speaking of, I should let you know, when I gave myself my 85th injection on Friday, I did have some nauseousness Friday night. Like, I woke up around midnight feeling like I had to throw up, but I didn't. And then the same thing yesterday. I actually went to bed at 9:30 yesterday because I was so tired. Got up at 4:30 yesterday morning and then worked the event. I was just tired, but then I woke up at midnight and I felt nauseous and felt like I was going to throw up as well, but that did not happen. So even though I have been on Mounjaro for well over a year and a half, almost 2 years, almost 2 years, I still have this nauseousness, and I'm not even at the very top level. And I did see a comment on one of my previous videos asking why I am on 7.5 milligram, and that's going to be another video. Perhaps I will get that posted this week. But I just wanted to share that little sidebar that, yeah, I still do experience nauseousness being on the 7.5 milligram dose, even after 25 weeks, which seems like a long time to still have that side effect. Glucose, I didn't take my glucose reading this week because I just think that my glucose monitor isn't working. So I need to see if I can perhaps calibrate that or just dig out my old glucose monitor. And the downside is that it's not synced to my phone, but that's okay. But I can manually input it. And I'm still on 1,000 milligrams of metformin. And as I mentioned earlier, my A1C is now 5.6. Started out at 8.2. It's gone down, and then before I had this last test at the end of January, it was 5.4, but it's 5.6, which is still considered normal. All right, cholesterol. Before I start talking about cholesterol, I did meet with my general practitioner this week to go over my blood results, and I was expecting, I guess, more than what was discussed. Basically, she's really happy with all my results, and she kept me on my same medication. So I'm still on the 1,000 milligram dose of metformin twice a day, and I am still on rosuvastatin, a statin for my cholesterol. So perhaps things will change when I see my endocrinologist, when I'm not even sure when I'm going to see her again. I know I have an appointment with her later this year. But that's it for the medications. But my cholesterol, so in May of 2022, okay, first off, I'm going to move over and I'm going to make this a split screen so you can see this graph that I put together. So first off, I'm going to talk about we talk about my A1C. You can see the ups and downs. Basically, the endocrinologist, she based on putting me on Mounjaro based on my May 2022 numbers. But as you can see, I have numbers that go back to July of 2021. But as you can see, up and down with with my A1C numbers, and let's hope it's going to stay at 5.6 and under, because that is considered a normal. And I guess what I was expecting my doctor to say, and I guess I just didn't even think about it, is my diabetes in remission? Is it considered in remission, or maybe not, because I've had 2 consecutive A1Cs at less than 5.6 or less in the normal range. So, I mean, I know I'll always be considered diabetic, but just wondering with that. I guess perhaps to stay on Mounjaro, that perhaps they don't say that I'm in remission. I'm not sure how that all works. But as you can see, those are my A1C numbers, and I just want to share with you my glucose numbers, and I'm going to just pull these up so I can see. I made these little charts. So as you can see, I have provided you with my glucose and my average estimated glucose number. Basically, that's the glucose number that determines the A1C for the last 3 months. So again, May 2022, those are the numbers that my endocrinologist based on whether they put me on Mounjaro or not. So my glucose in May 13th, 2022 was 93. My average estimated glucose was 188.6. Fast forward to January 29th, 2024, when I had my blood draw, my last blood draw, my glucose was 92. So that's only one point difference between 93 and 92, but my average estimated glucose is now 114 compared to 188.6. So going back to May 13th, 2022, my A1C was 8.2, and in January it was 5.6. So those are those numbers. So cholesterol numbers. I want to talk about the cholesterol because I did have someone ask that. They commented, a subscriber commented about asking me to talk about my cholesterol numbers. So I did make this chart and everything. So in May of 2022, again, that's when I started, or it was determined that I should be on Mounjaro. So again, I do have July and February of 21 and 22 in here. But May 13th, 2022, my total cholesterol was 162. And then January 29th, 2024, it's 152. So it's only a 10-point difference, but it's going in the right direction. My HDL, the high density lipoprotein, was 55 in May, and it went up in January to 62. My triglycerides in May of 2022, this is fascinating. They were 128. Fast forward to January 2024, 53. So I went from 128 to 53. So that was always a down. Well, no, it did go up in July. They went up in December. They also went up, and then January they started going down again. I guess down and up. But anyway, it's pretty amazing. My LDL, my low density lipoprotein, was 85, and in January 77. And then the cholesterol, the HDL cholesterol ratio was 2.9 in May of 2022, and in January of this year 2.5. And basically that determines your risk of a coronary heart disease. And basically normal ranges are less than 4.5 in men and less than 4.0 in women. So in May of 2022, basically because it was 2.9, I was low risk, so to say, and now it's 2.5. So those are my cholesterol numbers. Down below in the description, I did ask the Bing Chat GP to help me write something up about cholesterol. Now, I do want to say that I've been taking 5 milligrams of rosuvastatin. I can't even pronounce it here, this word, rosuvastatin, for years. So well before July 2021, I was taking that medication, and as you can see, I've had some ups and downs with it since being on Mounjaro, but for the most part, it has been positive. So those are my cholesterol numbers. My general healthcare provider, doctor, she's really happy with my numbers. But right now I am staying the course, which is a little disappointing. I thought perhaps I could ease off of the metformin a little bit, but I'm still on it. Still on my my statin for now, but things are going in the right direction for the most part. Yeah, so that's all I have to say for this week. You know, it is Valentine's Day, so I want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day, and I do appreciate you being here, appreciate your comments. I do read them. I know Slittery Swan. It's my dog. Shaking it off. He loves you all. But, and For those of you starting off on Mounjaro, or perhaps you're on zepbound, I just want to give you my 5 pieces of advice. Yes, I am offering them to you, but one, stay hydrated. It's really important that you stay hydrated. You need to clean up your eating. Very important. You need to move more. Doesn't need to be craziness in the gym, although I believe strength training is the best training, but you definitely need to get out there and start moving some more. Number 4, don't compare your journey to anyone else's. It's so hard, and especially with social media these days, to compare yourself to others, but don't. You know, stay the course, do what's best for you. My journey is going to look different than your journey. Your journey is going to look different from someone else's journey. My journey is going to look different from someone else's, so please don't compare yourself. And then stay in touch with your healthcare provider. That's so important to do that. If something's not right, you know, get in touch with your healthcare provider. The 6th, I said it was 5, but my 6th one is don't feel the need to go up in a dosage just because you finished up that first month at that specific dosage. If you're at 5 milligrams and you're still not feeling groovy and you're feeling that nauseousness, don't feel the need to go up to 7.5 just because you're about finishing that box and then you want to get up to 7.5. If I could do it all over again when I am feeling A-okay, I would not go up to the next dosage. That's one of the things that I would do over again with Mounjaro, is that I would stay at a specific strength. Oh, my dog's moving my camera. Before going up and before requesting the next strength. So that's all I have. Again, have a wonderful, Radcliffe, wonderful Fat Tuesday, wonderful Valentine's Day, and have an awesome week. And remember, not only be kind to others, but please be kind to yourself. Wonderful Valentine's Day. And have an awesome week. And remember, not only be kind to others, but please be kind to yourself. Bye.